Hi, welcome back to Aquatic Australia vlog series. I'm your host, Sharky Jones. I'm diving with University of Western Australia Underwater Club, and we're in Coral Bay in the northwest of Western Australia. The weather has improved over the week and is looking good. Our skipper Bernie launches the boat and everyone chips in to help at different times. Loading, cleaning, refilling, etc. This is our last day of diving for the week. A new group from the club arrives tomorrow to take over. Alright, there's just 5 of us today. Georgina's... Sorry? 4 of us. What? Oh, there's 5 of us. Georgina's staying in bed. Today we're diving Ashos Gap, probably the most famous site in Coral Bay. We started the boat heading southwest through the shallows, but overshoot. I surface and take a direct bearing back to the boat. Ignore the yellow cross, we actually found it about here. There are lots of acropora hard corals at the top of the reef. And large patches of staghorn corals. This one shelters a school of green chromies, a type of damselfish. We come across a huge school of surgeonfishes moving over the reef grazing. These healthy populations of algal grazers help ensure the health of the coral by preventing algae overgrowing the coral. They are often absent in Asian reefs due to bomb fishing. My buddy Julian swims over the shallow reef, then it drops away to 10 meters from nearly surface level. It's quite impressive. Colourful parrotfish swims by. On our way back to the boat heading northeast, thinking we missed the cleaning station, suddenly I spot it. A large lettuce coral colony, but on the top there are worn patches where apparently the sharks rub across the bommy. It's at about 5 meters depth, midway between the sand and the surface. There! I spot a grey reef shark coming in like a plane on a carrier deck to land. Sharks are a bit like planes. They don't have swim bladders like bony fish and instead use their pectoral fins to fly like a plane. The shark takes a nose-up angle and stops for a split second to let the cleaning wrasse access it. Then it swims away before stalling. If it stops swimming, it will sink. A freediver in a rather cheeky swimsuit dives down momentarily, surprising us. I wish we'd found this location earlier in the week. Although we dived at the same buoy, Jules and I only found it this dive. We also avoided the site out of courtesy until the commercial boats had been here to avoid disrupting their operations. Two grey reef sharks come in together for cleaning. They're skittish, so it's hard to get close, sadly. Sadly, as the shark action is getting more interesting, and they are getting a bit more used to us, it's time to leave. I surface from 5 meters, check my bearing, 060, but we have to snorkel on surface to get through a shallow pass between the reefs. On the way, I spot a small school of coral catfish. We finish our dive and do our surface interval on the boat. Our next dive site is called the Canyon, a large sandy patch running north to south with sloped walls from 12 meters to surface. The The first wave of divers have spotted several sharks right underneath the boat. I snorkel and watch the divers and the sharks. This one looks like a grey reef shark. There was also a black-tip reef shark swimming around the boat. Our first wave of divers returned to our club boat called Doris, short for a Chromodoris, a nudibranch sea slug with similar coloration. My buddy Julian enters the water with a backward roll, and we are off, quickly hoping to see the reef sharks that are still hanging about. Sadly, they seem to have disappeared, so we swim south through the surreal coral gardens towards the canyon, a large sand patch. We get into the start of the canyon. It's only about 12 meters deep, but quite wide. We head west and south. It's time to turn around. I stop to watch some damselfishes and a cleaner wrasse. Then we head north again, with the wall on the right. We pass a small family of raccoon butterfly fish, named for their mask colouring on their face. I've loved these guys since childhood, as a kid snorkeling in the Seychelles. At the top of the canyon, as we head back east towards our boat, in a valley, we spot a large school of striped coral catfish. I love the tight, coherent shoals these guys make, moving like one single organism, advancing in a wave of stripes. Julian also seems as fascinated with them as I. Watching schools of fish is beguiling and one of the greatest joys in scuba diving. Julian demonstrates one of the other great joys of diving, the ability to hang weightless like one is flying. A lone trevally circles, looking for food, a lone predator. Nothing is to be found here, and he disappears, looking for his meal. A school of pike pass by. These fish look like small barracuda, but are not related. We arrive back at the boat, still with some air, and dive time left, so we hang around hoping to see those reef sharks again. Instead, though, I spot another predator. A trumpetfish prowls in the weeds looking for a feed. Round the corner of a bommy appears a vast school of fish. Several species of algal grazers graze over the reef. Algal grazers like surgeonfishes and parrotfishes graze on algae that would otherwise smother the coral and are vital to the health of the reef. Some species like parrotfish also crunch on the coral itself, eating the polyp and excreting the calcium skeleton, which in turn becomes sand. While it seems like it might be destructive, the damage they cause is natural and prunes the reef, encouraging growth, paradoxically. Dive over, it's time to head to surface. Get the boat out, wash the boat down, clean the house, and get ready to leave Coral Bay. It's been a fantastic week with a great bunch of people. It's also a long 1,200 kilometer solo road trip home, but it went quite easily. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Sharky Jones. Please hit like and subscribe and stick around to see the still photo section of this video, and join us again next time on Aquatic Australia.